So it comes down to really understanding, getting greater understanding about who we are and our relationship to this whole thing that knows no limits, that knows no boundaries. And recognize the power of our belief. Now, you know, I oftentimes think about my Aunt Dorothy, my Auntie Dot is what we called her. And Ernest Holmes told us, he said, conditions are not entities. We are entities. And then he said, cannot that which is conscious cast out that which has no consciousness of its own? He's telling us how powerful we are. And every time I hear that, I think about my aunt. And Auntie Dot you know, if there ever should be a saint, it's her. Saint Dot. You know, she was just a beautiful person. She didn't have a mean bone in her body. She was good. She did everything good. And that's why when people say to me that you have to be mean in order to have cancer, I said, no, that is absolutely not true. Absolutely not true. My aunt left this earth experience back in 1995 with cancer. And you know what was interesting about this? She didn't believe that she had to spend all that time in the hospital. And she didn't. She didn't believe that she had to have chemo or radiation. And she didn't. She didn't believe that she had to be on heavy drugs. And her family never gave her anything. She had all of her care at home. And her family never gave her anything stronger than a Tylenol from over the counter until like a week before the very end. She didn't believe she had to be on heavy drugs. She believed that she could make her transition at home rather than being in a hospital. And she did. So I looked at Auntie Dot's life, and I realized she was doing pretty good with this belief thing. But you know, interestingly enough, I couldn't help but wonder, what if she didn't believe that she had to leave? At least not from cancer. See, what if she took that belief another step further and said, I don't even have to go? See, every step of the way, she proved what she believed. She proved that conditions had no power over her belief. So what if she didn't believe that this particular condition had the power to take her away? So, you know, we have layers of belief. We have layers of belief, and that's what I want you to recognize this morning. And sometimes we hit the wall of our belief, and it's necessary for us to step into a new belief. Well, what if I don't even have to have cancer? With all thy getting, get understanding, is what we're told. So, you know, so many times people come to me and they say, Dar, you know, I can't figure out why this is happening to me in my life. And I say, you know, don't make it a mystery. What's happening to you is the same reason that anything happens to anybody. It's because we either believe that it's possible or we believe that it's necessary. Don't make it more mysterious than that. Because that's the only thing we have to change. We have to break our bond with it. why would I have to have cancer? Thank you, Auntie Dot. That was the greatest lesson. That was the greatest lesson that she gave me. So where in our life can we go to the next level of our belief? Where in our life can we pick up a new idea? You know, if you look at your life right now, look at anything in your life that you have healed, okay? Anything in your life that you have healed. And what I want you to recognize is that the only difference between then and now is an idea. That's all. That's all it is. It's an idea. Now, you may think it happened because you got the money at the last minute, or you may think that it happened because you got the perfect doctor at just the right time when you walked into the hospital, or you may think that it's because that perfect person showed up in your life at just the right minute, but none of that could have happened without a new idea. A new idea sponsored that experience. Now, think of where you are right now in your life, and think of something that you'd like to see healed in your life right now. And recognize that the only thing between where you are and what you'd like to see is a new idea. It's the same answer. It's the same answer. So we have to open to greater understanding. We have to open to a greater idea of not who we're going to be, but who we already are. Open to a greater idea of what really has already been given to us. And hear it, even if we've never heard it before. Hear it for the very first time. And even if you've heard it before, hear it at a level that's higher and beyond the way you've heard it up till now. And I guarantee you, it will blow your mind. Let it be your way. Thank you for being here this morning, and so it is.